Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. A pretty decent sized order of fish this week. Got some fun stuff. Let's jump right in and see what's in the box. First thing out, we have tiger Oscars. Nice size on these too, not tiny babies. Remember, your Oscar is going to be a 17-inch fish, so size your tank appropriately if you decide to get those monsters. Next up, we have Neon Tetras. Should have a couple bags of these. Neon Tetras, of course, are on the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. That's for the same low cost as always. Just subscribe to this channel and you will get the Tetra Special anytime you get Tetras. Swordtails. Got a bunch of swordtails on this order. These are red tuxedo swords. Nice looking little fellas. Also got some local bred swords due in today or tomorrow, I believe. Red wags swords. I said red wag swords. Oh, red tuxedos and red wags. So the tuxedos have black all the way down their body. Wags just have it on their tail. So that's your red wag swords. Next up, we have some African cichlids. These are Placidochroma species Phoenochilus Tanzania Star Sapphire. Some of these were for special order, some are for stock. Star Sapphire is an absolutely gorgeous purpley blue colored African cichlid, kind of in the peacock group. Mono shrimp, an absolute must for your planted tank. They'll eat your hair algae like nothing else will. Next up, we have pygmy hatchets. Restock on these guys. Love our hatchet fish, quintessential top fish. They're actually in the Tetra group, so they are on the Tetra Special. Oh, nice big coolie loaches this week. That's Pangio simixenta coolie loach, your regular old banded coolie. Lots and lots of different types of coolie loaches in the world, many of which get called a banded coolie. These are electric blue jack dempseys. Restock on these guys. Got them in again. Very beautiful fish. Not quite as hardy as their regular colored brethren. Beautiful fish though. If you can get them grown out, they are totally worth the effort for a beautiful cichlid in the Central American group. Let's open up a box for you guys. Usually I have these cut ahead of time, but I was kind of trying to rush today. Let's see if that makes this time or loses this time. Alright, big bag here. Goldfish. I believe these are the butterfly tails. Nice looking. Looks like nice Aranda heads on them. Yep, red and white butterfly tail. Beautiful goldfish. They put them in a whole lot of antifungal when they ship them. That's why they look so yellow. Glass blood fins. Haven't had these guys in a while. They're a Tetra on the Tetra Special. Super cool. Just haven't been available for about the last year. So sold out the last of them maybe 6 months ago. Baby monster. We have a silver arowana. Arowanas, of course, will get 4 feet long, at least 3, so make sure you have the appropriate tank for those. Black ghost knife. Another bigger fish, like 14 inches, not like 4 feet. Can do a community tank as long as it's appropriately sized for that kind of fish. Next up is border loaches. Border loaches are similar to a yo-yo, but they look different when they get bigger. Super cool. Kubitai, they have a spot pattern to them. Really pretty when they get bigger. Very different than the adult looking yo-yos, so they look similar right now. Bicolor fauna snail. These are also called a devil's spike. They're a brackish breeder, so they won't breed in your tank, but they do look super cool. They don't have live babies like the rabbits. They got a black foot. Very cool critter. This are baby monsters too. These are tire track eels. Tire track eels aren't as big as a fire eel. They won't get the massive 4-foot size that the fire eels can get, but still big and can be somewhat aggressive. Green neon tetra. Those are your smallest of your neon types. They got the blue line all the way through them. Also part of the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off as always. These are panda corys. Panda corys are fantastic. Smaller type cory, they'll still get 1.5 inches or more, but great cleanup crew for your community tank. Here we got another box. More fishies came in nice and warm. I love it. First thing out of this box, we have Siamese algae eaters. They're small, thin, but great algae eaters actually for your larger tank. Kind of do the same thing your mono shrimp will do if you got a bigger tank. Polka dot loach. This is Pneumachilus corycia. A little different little critter. I we got mixed up on whether the border loaches or the polka dot loaches would be the ones I was looking for, because the border loaches, I usually see them called a polka dot loach. This is a little different guy. Kind of looks like a green lizard loach. Super cool little dude. I'll have to do a little reading on that guy. I'm not familiar with it. Next up, we have ornate tiger sand loaches. Oh, that looks a lot like the sumo loach. Sumo loach has a similar shape to it. This can be really aggressive. These guys aren't too bad though. I've had those before. Kind of a pretty color. Kind of went loach crazy this week. There's some really cool ones available. Bettas, not a lot of bettas on this order, but some great females. These are half moon candy females. Beautiful colors. Great to be able to offer some female bettas right now. Next up are platies. These are sunset platies, nice and bright colors. We're a little shy on platies over there, so we did some restocking in that area too. Here's some more of those swordtails I promised you. These are the black swordtails. Good looking guys. Next is some red platies, more live bearers for y'all. Nice bright red platies. More female bettas. These are half moon female bettas, not the candies. A little smaller than the candies came out. Some really great colors on some of these kids. So very cool. And more loaches. Loaches, bettas, and live bearers this box, I guess. These are the arrow loaches. Arrow loach and the ornate tiger are a similar family. Well, they're all loaches, obviously, but super cool. Loaches in general like to have buddies. They're really playful and a good bottom crew, cleanup crew as well. Let's get another box prepped for y'all. See what we have to share. Let's see. This is shrimp, black crystal shrimp. Got to order these last week. Went so well, we doubled down, got some more beautiful shrimp. They're crystal, so a little more picky about their water parameters, but if you have what they need, they are beautiful and will do well. These are orange laser corys. Ordered a double batch of these because I owed some to a friend of mine. But beautiful looking fish, very nice, shipped in great. These are orange laser corys. Here's the other half of them right here. So I've got a dozen for a friend and a dozen to share. Awesome, awesome cory. Next up is some more corys, because he who has the most corys wins. These are the reticulated Julie, or the Corydoras trilineatus, one of the most popular corys at the shop. Second only maybe to pandas. Next is roseline sharks. Roseline sharks are in a lot of my display tanks and my tanks at home. And why not? Absolutely gorgeous fish. The nose on them gets a nice bright red stripe when they're not stressed out in the bag. Fantastic in many situations. They can go in a mildly aggressive tank, and they can go in a community tank. I literally have them in with celestial pearl danios or nano fish in my home tank. Not that many fish will jump that far across the spectrum, big or small. Always fun when we can get them. Here's a nice big batch of albino corys. These are albino anea corys. Another very popular cory here at the Big River. Next up is neon green rasbora. This is another restock. We had a batch of those last week, sold out in less than a week, so we got another batch. Nice nano fish. Hey, look at you. This is a blood red parrot cichlid, small one. We should have about a half a dozen of those. We won't go through one of them. But looks like they came in very nice size and very nice color, so very happy. We have some very cool parrot cichlids, blood parrot cichlids. Let's see, this is neon blue rasbora, another one of these nano fish. I brought in a couple of them. Tend to be a bit sensitive, but if you can get them going, absolutely gorgeous fish. Green blue color to them with a dark black green background. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Assassin snails, the little ninjas. These guys will take out your bladder snails, and if you work at it hard enough, you can get them to take out other snails too. They're a little bit lazy. They prefer easy food like lake food or bloodworms. Here is some pea puffers, itty bitty puffers. These guys will max out right about an inch. They are not a good community fish in my experience. I know you'll read different than that on the internet, but you know, I always ask, how long will it work, not can I do it for today? If they can't do it for their entire life, then maybe it's not actually a good choice. These are the gold ring Nanos. These are another nano fish. They're Nanos, so they're pretty fast, but not particularly nippy, and got a really bright coloration. The yellow spots on them when they're colored up are really quite fantastic. Right up with samfongs. Very great choice for your nano tank for a faster, a little more gregarious fish. Alrighty. Last box already. We are rock and roll today, guys. Let's see what the last box will bring. First thing is some guppies. Had a restock on those too. These are sunset guppies. A little different pattern than we've been getting. So I said, hey, yeah, send them. We'll check them out. Always looking for something new and interesting for you. More neon tetras. That's the other half of that batch we started with in the first box. And here are some more loaches. These are dwarf chain loaches. Bar none, my favorite snail patrol of all. They don't get particularly big, they're not particularly aggressive, but they are hell on snails. Red tuxedo platies. He's got black all the way through the body for the tuxedo part. Very similar to your red tuxedo swordtails, only the males don't have swords. So. Here we have the Cinetilapia species Hara, white top galera. Those are a fun African cichlid. We get those in on a fairly regular, a little different version of the zebra types. Here is a restock on regular old tiger barbs. Nice looking, good bodies, beautiful fish. Kind of a greenish color to their black, which is why we have such a thing as a green tiger barb as well. Very pretty. Restock on commonados. Gotta have those in your planted tank also. They eat that brown algae like none other. Very cool little fish. Gotta love them. Good catch. Here we have a cobalt zebra, another African cichlid. Remember I told you those galeras are kind of a version of these? I guess if you look at them you go, no, definitely two different fish, but similar size, similar attitude. Here is the last in this one. You got Placicomus finichilis, and they are tiny, but that is a really cool fish. These are the white-lipped ones. I had the star sapphires in the first box. The white lips are actually just like the other guys, absolutely fantastic when they're grown out. You got a while before these guys will show their color, but very, very fantastic in the peacock group. Let's see, let's take another look at these cobalt zebras, see if we can actually get a look at them. Again, these are in your Mabuna group. And that is it for fish for today. We didn't get in with our feeder order yet. It might show up later today or tomorrow. Other than that, we are good to go.